Welcome to the Postgame Show presented by the Maroon Club. Every gift matters every year. Join the Maroon Club today as they take care of 23 Division I sports. Player of the Game is presented by Coca-Cola. Enjoy the Coke side of life. Coach of the game, Fran OHanlon. Player of the game, Joey Jasinski. Sideline reporter of the game, here's Dan Mowdy.
I think that should be a new feature, Gary. Coach of the game, absolutely. The man standing to my right, Fran OHanlon, congratulations. Before the game, you were concerned about Princeton's multiple looks on defense, and it was funny because Coach Henderson of Princeton at halftime said, they can't stop us, we can't stop them. First team that gets a stop will probably win this thing, and that's kind of how it played out.
Well, as I said coming out at halftime, I told you, we talked about defending them. Now, the first half, we had 28 deflections, but we didn't come up with some of those loose balls. 28's a good number, but we did a much better job defensively in the second half than we did in the first half.
What were the keys to your defensive effort in that second half?
Well, we started to hedge out more on Weiss and on Hans Brace, you know, and do a better job with them. And that was key. They started going into Peter Miller a little bit and hurt us. But for the most part, we did a real good job of understanding where those guys were and doing a better job on them.
Absolutely. Brace lit it up for them. You have Jasinski lighting it up for Lafayette, just too shy of his career high tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he was going to miss a shot there for a while, you know, and it's nice to see him bounce back after West Virginia, and we had to, you know. For us, we want to do a better job at defending our home court, and I thought we did that today.
You certainly challenged yourself with the pre-Patriot League season this year, as you do every year.
Yes, you know, I think it helps us for getting into the Patriot League if we stay healthy. You know, we have a good basketball team, and we want to keep, you know, we're in the Ivy League swing right now. We haven't beaten Penn a lot at the Palestra, so we're going to only once in our history. So we're going to try to go down there and see what we can do. We got Princeton, and then we have Yale after that. So they're all good basketball teams, and we'll take them one at a time.
All right, head coach Fran OHanlon, the coach of the game. Thanks again, Fran. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, let's turn to our player of the game, Joey Jasinski. Joey, congratulations on a great individual effort. I'm looking at the numbers here in the play-by-play. You kind of warmed up to this game a little bit. Tell me about how it was going right from the start.
I did. We started off quick. Bryce made a couple big shots. Seth made some shots, so I was just letting the game come to me. They were playing well. But, I mean, it always comes down to defense with us. Like, our defense was not great in the first half. But we talked about it in the second half, made some adjustments, and I feel like in the second half, that was the key factor that helped us win.
You know, oftentimes after a big game against a marquee opponent like West Virginia, a lot of teams do have like a second letdown. There was nothing like that here tonight against Princeton.
Maybe a little bit in the first half.
Well, okay, we'll give you that.
But in the second half, we came out strong. We talked, like, we were kind of holding everybody accountable, getting into each other a little bit, which was good. We learned from our mistakes and didn't make many mistakes in the second half, so I feel like playing West Virginia definitely helped us out. We got used to their pressure. Princeton pressured us a little bit. So, yeah, that was a helpful game, and I'm glad we came out with a win tonight.
All right, Joey Jasinski, great numbers tonight. 8 of 10 from the floor, knocking down 5 trays along the way, 3 rebounds. You came into this game as one of the 3 guys leading in rebounding. Congratulations for that. And 21 points, like we said, just a couple shy of your career best. Great night overall. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's bring it back to Gary and John.
Thank you, Dan, and let's not forget all the turnovers he created as Princeton turned the ball over 17 times. We may see 1 or 2 of those as John takes us through the game highlights. And here is Mr. Leone.
There was a lot of them, too, Gary. It started off with Princeton doing a great job. You heard Fran OHanlon talk about Peter Miller on the inside. He was a force, Gary. He really came alive in that second half. And when Lafayette extended its defense, took away the perimeter, they immediately went into Miller on the inside, and he delivered, doing a great job. He's 6'10", only a sophomore. And again, Princeton will get better. This team will learn this offense. Here's Amir Bell with a slashing move to the basket. They've got a lot of answers. This was a quality win, but it was the defense. Here's the steal, great anticipation by Seth Hinrichs, coast to coast for the layup, and Lafayette pulled away gradually. Look at the give and go, and a circus move to finish with the left by Seth Hinrichs, a great pass from Dan Trist. Again, this time it was Hinrichs in the low post, finding the inside out to Joey Jasinski on the catch and shoot. We saw an awful lot of that. This is not a replay, that's just a different angle. Joey Jasinski was really feeling it tonight, and he was on fire. Joey Jasinski, you know, kind of balanced it out, got a feel for the other side of the court, did a nice job. The quick move and the little teardrop runner from Nick Littner. There's another one. He is so crafty at kind of squirreling that ball in from different angles. great find. This is Seth Hendricks kind of nailing the coffin, a long three.
The Princeton 66 points came on 21 field goals. They were 10 for 19 from beyond the arc, 14 for 21 from the free throw line. They go to 1 and 2. They were led by Spencer Weiss with 19. Hans Brace had 17 and Pete Miller with 14. Lafayette goes to 2-1 as their 83 points came on 29 field goals, 10 for 17 from beyond the arc. That is a 59% clip. 15 for 21 from the free throw line. 5 players in double figures, and hopefully you'll see a lot of that this season. Dan Triss with 13, Joey Jasinski 21, Nick Linder 17, Seth Hendricks with 19, and Bryce Scott with an even dozen. As we mentioned, Lafayette goes to 2-1 and gets ready to take on Penn on Saturday. John and I will be at Yankee Stadium on Saturday. If you see us, come by and say hello. We'll be happy to chat with you a little bit about that football game. Sunday we'll be back on the air at 2 o'clock with the women as they take on Hartford. For Dan Mounty, John Leone, Chris Popick, the RCN television team, thanks so much for spending time with us. I'm Gary Laubach. Good night, everybody.